evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rob Johnson with the Stragan Media Network, coming to you from deep in Marlborough Township. We are here at Marlington High School, home of the Dukes, as the Marlington Dukes are taking on Southeast, the Pirates. Should be a pretty good matchup. We're excited to see how it plays out, as usual. I'm here with Paige Folk and John Taggart. Welcome.
Hello.
Good evening, everyone.
So, I know they have a couple of pretty good players for Southeast.
Yeah, they have Evan Rifle, 6'4", 290-pound center. Also plays right tackle for the Pirates.
Holy mackerel.
He's a pretty stout player. They also have Garrett Sprout. He's averaging a double-double this season, 19.7 points and 11 rebounds. That's not bad.
No, not at all, not at all.
And also, you know, for Marlington, the key players, Casey Miller, Himmelheber, and Yoder.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Marlington just had a little bit of a tight one the other night. They just couldn't quite pull it out.
Yep.
You know, it happens, and they've had some really tough games against some really great opponents this year. But I'm excited to see how they play out this year.
They're a very scrappy team. So is Southeast. I was looking at both their schedules, and both of them pretty much, if they lost the game, it was very, very close, within 5 points or so. Southeast coming in at 4-7. The Dukes are 5-8. So both pretty well about the same across the board.
Well, that's why I like the matchup tonight, and I'm hoping we can get the Dukes back on the roll here with the game. So
yep, both teams trying to bounce back. Both lost their last round game. You know, last week's games. Southeast lost to LeBray, who's 8-4. They lost 56-46, and then of course the game that we covered with Carrollton. The Dukes lost 45-35. Carrollton, by the way, is 12-2.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, a battle. Yeah, they have a great team over there at Carrollton. In fact, we're still waiting to hear back, but there's a good possibility we could be over at Alliance for that Carrollton game. When is that? Wednesday?
This Friday.
This Friday, that's
the
right.
20th.
So, well, we're going to step away here. We're going to let them do the national anthem, the starting lineups, and then we'll be back with you here in just a few.
Basketball contest between the Southeast Pirates and your Marlington Dukes. The Board of Education, Superintendent, Principal, and Athletic Director all welcome you and would like to remind you that this is an interscholastic contest between high school amateurs. The game is for them. This evening's officials are Dwayne Fowler, Tracy Groff, and Kevin Stillwell. They were hired according to the rules of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, which qualifies them for their important role in tonight's game. The athletes, coaches, and officials are guests of Marlington High School. In keeping with the ideals of good sportsmanship, we ask that you please treat them with respect. Now we invite you all to stand. Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we turn our attention to the northeast wall of the gymnasium in our flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Now for tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Pirates, who are coached by Mike Matisi, and his assistants are Doug Craver and Zeddy Pollock. Senior number 15, Ian Carter. Junior number 3, Garrett Sprudy. Senior number 22, Carson Dunn. Senior number 42, Evan Riffle. And senior number 21, Michael Phillips. And now introducing the starting lineup for your Marlington Dukes. Sophomore number 20, Dylan Hetherington. Junior number 3, Jaden Proctor. Junior number 2, Bo Himo-Heber. Senior number 14, Casey Miller. And senior number 4, Kaden Bates. Your Dukes are coached by Mr. Nick Evanich, and his assistants are Mr. Justin Woods, Mr. Ryan Sernansky, and Mr. Clay Levitor.
All right, folks, we have our lineups as we have Carson Dunn, senior, 5'10", Evan Riffle, number 42, senior, 6'4" center. Ian Carter, number 15, senior, 6 foot, guard forward. Garrett Sprute, number 3, junior, 6 foot, guard forward. And Southeast will get the tip. Starting for the Dukes will be Bo Himmelheber, Jaden Proctor, Caden Bates. As Southeast will drive the baseline, or drive, misses, shot up, rebound, good. And the Pirates will take a 2-0 lead. Also starting for the Dukes will be Casey Miller and Dylan Hetherington. So Proctor's going to get it to Miller for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Himmelheber. Gets it out to Proctor, gives it to Bates, drives the baseline. Back out to Himmelheber to Proctor. Proctor's going to drive, gives it off to Bates. Layup, good. 2-2 ball game here early first quarter. And Southeast will bring it up across the timeline. That's going to be, sorry folks, they have our rosters all over the place here. We have 2 21s. Who do you have there, number 21 for Southeast?
I have Michael Phillips.
Okay, Mike Phillips. So Proctor's going to bring it across the timeline, gives it off to Hetherington. Hetherington to Miller. Back to Proctor, to Himmelheber for 3. Bang! That's going to make it 5-2 Dukes. As Dunn will bring it across the timeline. Guarded tightly by Himmelheber. He's going to drive, dish it off. It's going to be rebounded by Southeast, and follow up on the bucket is good. That's going to be Garrett Sprute. Making it 5-4. Marlington. Miller over to Proctor. Proctor back to Miller. Oh, he lost it as he tried to stay on the correct side of the ball court. He didn't want to go over and back. And Southeast gets it into Sprute. Fakes. Kicks it back out to Dunn. Back into Sprute. Takes it to the hoop. Shot up. It's good. 6-5 Southeast. Proctor bringing it up. Gives it over to Miller. Miller's going to bring it across the timeline. Gets it down inside to Himmelheber. Over to Hetherington. Hetherington gonna fake, gets it out to Himmelheber, pulls up for three in the corner, no good, air ball. And it's gonna be off of Proctor, and it's gonna go to Southeast. So Garrett Sprout will inbound. Dunn looks up the court, gonna walk it up the back court. He's guarded by Himmelheber. Gives it off, gives it to Dunn. Dunn gives it back to Sprout, fakes, jumps, shot no good, rebounded Himmelheber. And we've got a foul. It's going to be on Southeast. I believe they called it on number 22, Carson Dunn. And I've been corrected. Number 42 is Riffle. That's Evan Riffle. So Proctor back out top to Miller. Miller to Himmelheber. Inside to Bates. Bates going to give it off to Hetherington. Hetherington out to Proctor. Proctor back to Himmelheber. He's going to dribble, drives, kicks it out to Bates. Bates loses it, recovers, shot up, no good. Rebounded by Bates. Takes it strong to the hoop, and it's good. That's going to make it 7-6 Marlington. So Sprout pulls up for a long three, air ball. Marlington inbounds. Proctor up the court to Miller. Miller to Hetherington. Back to Miller. Over to Proctor. Proctor back to Miller. He's going to kick it into Hetherington. And he's shaded away from the ball. Nice play by Michael White. White's going to bring it up the court. Gives it off to Carson Dunn. Cross court to Ian Carter. Carter's going to shoot. No good. Rebounded Southeast. Again, rebounded by Phillips, and it's good. It's going to make it 8-7. Marlington across the timeline. Miller down to Himmelheber. To Bates. Bates cross court to Proctor. Pulls up for three. Bang! That makes it 10-8. Marlington. Nice shot by Proctor. Squares up. Pulls the string. That's going to be White with the ball. Gives it off to Dunn. Dunn dribbles. Looking. Resets the offense. Gives it over to Sprout. Kicks it off to Phillips. Shot up. No good. Proctor to Miller to Himmelheber. Back to Proctor. Out top to Proctor. Shot. And it's thrown away. Long pass. And it's going to be knocked away by Himmelheber. Southeast will retain the possession. Checking. Go ahead.
Coming in for the Dukes is going to be number 30, Sam Yoder, along with number 10, Ty Knock.
Sprout double teamed. Gets it out to Phillips. Drives, shot, good. That's going to make it 10-10 tie ball game. 2:26 in a quickly moving first quarter. Proctor drives to the right. He's going to take it. Kicks it out to Noak. Noak out top to Sam Yoder. Pulls for three. No good. Rebounded by Noak to Proctor for three. Bang! Seems like Marlington's on a little bit of a rhythm right now. Back out top to Sprout. Loses it, gets it back. Over to Phillips. Phillips gonna dribble. And they're going to call him for carrying. Nice call. You don't see that very much in high school and college basketball anymore.
Coming back in for the Dukes is going to be number 14, Casey Miller, along with number 20, Dylan Hetherington.
Yeah, so much anymore. You see him carrying the basketball a lot, you know, a la the LeBron Jameses and guys like that of the world. Himmelheber pulls up for two. Shot no good. Rebounded. Southeast pushes up the floor to Phillips. Phillips is going to take, and he's going to be fouled by Miller. So Southeast will get it on the baseline. Dunn to inbound. Looking. Gets it out to Sprout. Sprout gonna bring it up top and reset. Into Sprout. He's gonna dribble, takes it, fakes, head fake, shot, and he's gonna be fouled, so he'll go to the line and shoot two. I'll tell you what, Hetherington's playing a pretty strong defense on Evan Riffle right now. The big man for Southeast. Sprout with the first shot. No good.
Coming in for Southeast is going to be number 50, Brady Corley.
Second shot. It's good. That's going to make it a 13-11 ball game. As Miller's going to take it to the hole. Rolls out. Rebounded by Hetherington. And he's no good. Sprout to push the other way. In the corner to White. Back out to Sprout. Up top to Dunn. Dunn going to give it off to Phillips. Phillips is going to dribble, drives, kicks it back out. Back out top to White. Nice play by Himmelheber to knock it out. Drives, shot, no good. Rebounded by Sam Yoder. And Himmelheber pushed it the other way. And he gives it off to Casey Miller. Miller's dribbling up top, sets the offense. Gets it to Hetherington. 5 seconds. Shot good. Three-pointer, bang. And that's Casey Miller with the three, as that's the end of the first quarter as Marlington leads 16-11. We're going to step away, and we'll be back in just a few.
The Straggett Media Network, a local broadcasting network, specializing in weather, news, sports, musical guests, weddings, commercials, visual marketing graphics. Let us take your business, school, wedding, or event to the next level. The Straggett Media Network.
You like spending time with your family, but have you planned for when that is not possible? Guiley & Guiley provide affordable estate planning protecting you and your family. Our experience is your solution. Guiley & Guiley.
And we're back, folks, as the Marlington Dukes have a 16-11 lead after the first quarter. As the Dukes will also have the ball to begin the second quarter. Hetherington inbounds to Proctor. Proctor, Hetherington, Bates, Himmelheber, and Miller back on the floor for the Dukes. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Bates. Out to Hetherington for three. Bang! 19-11. As Hetherington stretches a lead for the Dukes.
Marlington feeling it from that three-point line.
Yeah, they really struggled the last game from three-point land. They just could not find their shot, but they seem to have found it tonight.
Maybe the Lady Dukes helped them out with that.
They very well could have. In case you didn't know, Lady Dukes are one of the top, they're number 2 in the state of Ohio in Division 2.
Yes, Division 2.
Shot up, no good. And it's going to be last touch by Marlington. Ball will stay with Southeast. On the floor right now, Donovan. Well, hold on a second. Has Dunn, Riffle, Corley. Sorry, I got shaded there for a second. Donovan. And we've got Casey Miller going the other way. Layup and good.
Casey Miller with the steal, the drive.
21-11.
Score.
And we've got a timeout here as the Dukes lead by 10, 21-11. So we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back.
Beatty Sports has all of your athletic needs, specializing in corporate, school, and team apparel. In-house custom embroidery and silk screening makes the Beatty Sports tradition of quality and service unbeatable. Go Leopards!
And we're back, folks, as Southeast had to talk about it for a second.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to get Garrett Sprute a little bit of action here. The Dukes have done a pretty good job on defense to kind of make him cough up the ball and try to distribute to somebody else.
Yeah, and Hetherington's and Yoder have been manning up on Riffle, so they've kind of kept him out of the game as well. So Dunn's going to dribble up top, guarded tightly by Miller. He picks up his dribble, gives it off to Sprute. Sprute's going to dribble, spins, shot, and he's going to travel. So the ball goes over to Marlington.
Coming in for Southeast is going to be number 21, Michael Phillips, and number 15, Ian Carter.
Proctor's going to bring it up the backcourt. Walks across the timeline. Brings it to the left side. Looks. Going to drive. Takes it down the lane. Kicks it out to Miller for three. Bang! Casey Miller. He's on fire, folks. Miller with 8 points. Dunn gets it to Sprute. Almost knocked away by Proctor. Over to Dunn, who's going to reset the offense. Guarded tightly by Miller. Gets it to Phillips. To Carter. Finally into Riffle, and he's going to be fouled. Looks like they got Hetherington for his first foul.
Entering the game for the Dukes is going to be number 2, Bo Himmelheber.
Into Riffle, and he's going to be fouled by Sam Yoder. That's going to be Yoder's first foul. They're definitely making an effort to get it into Riffle now. Trying to use his bit definite size and strength. Out to Sprute. Sprute over to Dunn. He's going to pull the ripcord for three. Bang! It's going to make it 24-11. So Noak over to Miller for three. Bang, right back at him. 27-14, Marlington.
Wow.
Miller's on a roll. He's got 11. Into Riffle. He's going to dribble. Backs down. Spins. Loses it. Picked up by Hetherington. He's going to give it off to Casey Miller. Miller's going to bring it across the timeline. Miller dribbles. Gives it off to Hetherington. Looks. Go back over to Miller. He's going to drive baseline. Takes it strong to the hoop. No good. Rebounded by Sam Yoder, and he gets the bucket.
That was Hetherington.
Oh, thank you. I'll tell you what, the 2 and the 3 for 20 and 30 sure look very close in these white with orange numerals.
They kind of both look like twins out there, too.
Yeah, they do. Yoder's got a little bit darker hair than Hetherington, but they're both excellent ball players. So,
Number 4, Caden Bates will be re-entering the game for the Dukes.
into Riffle. Nice play by Miller to deny the basketball. They are definitely trying to get him the ball and get him involved now. Inside to Sprout, shot up, and it's good. Banks are open. 29-16, Dukes. With Noak with the ball, gives it off to Miller. Miller's going to give it off to Himmelheber. Over to Hetherington, he throws it, gets it back. Back to Himmelheber. And we've gotten away from the ball. I don't know if they called 3 seconds or a foul. I'm waiting for the. Would appear they called a Bates for 3 seconds. As Sprout brings the ball up. Gives it off to Dunn. Dunn's going to dribble. Gives it back to Sprout. Fakes, spins, shoots. No good. Rebounded Hetherington. He loses it. Off the Bates. Up the floor to Himmelheber. Shot for 3. Bang! 32-16. That's going to be Himmelheber's 6th point. As Sprout will give it off to Dunn. Dunn gives it off to Phillips. Phillips to Riffle. Into Sprout. Loses it. Retrieved by Bates. Up the floor to Miller. Miller's going to drive. Takes it to the hoop. And it's going to be fouled from behind. Marlington definitely being a little more aggressive, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, I'd say offensively and defensively, they're just on their toes.
Miller for the first shot. It's good. (33-16) with 2:52 left in the first half. And the second one is good as well. And we've got a timeout by Coach Advantage for Marlington. So we'll step away for a second, and we'll be right back.
Life is tough. At Notre Dame, Ohio State, and in my life thereafter, I've had to walk through situations that were as challenging as it gets. A large part of my ability to overcome the challenges were the determination and toughness I learned as a leopard athlete. Your challenge today is tough. They want to push you around and take what's yours. Fight hard and rise to the challenge to show yourself that in years to come, that as your life gets hard, you'll have the intestinal fortitude to overcome. For many years, you have trained and practiced for this moment. And show what you got.
And welcome back, folks. 2:52 left in the first half. 34-16 Dukes lead as Sprout will walk the ball up the backcourt across the timeline. They'll be picked up by Casey Miller at the midcourt. Back to Sprout. Guarded by Hetherington. Takes it to the hoop. No good. Rebounded. Hetherington gets it over to Bates. He's going to push up the floor. And it's going to be good. Bucket by Ty Noak. That'll be his first bucket of the ball game. Up to Phillips. Phillips going to turn. He's going to drive baseline. Reverse layup. No good. Rebounded by Dunn. Back out top. Shot for three. Off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Phillips. It's kind of bouncing around like a pinball. As Miller's going to dive in there. Hetherington.
Little free-for-all going on.
Ian Carter was in there for Southeast. Looked like they were diving in for a fumble.
Matt Donovan and Brady Corley will enter the game for Southeast.
So, they're going to get Himmelheber. He's going to foul Carter. Oh, it's good. They've hit the bonus, so he'll go to the line. Ian Carter, his first trip to the line tonight.
Number 5, Jake DeLeon will come in for the Dukes.
Yeah, those back-to-back fouls earlier with Riffle started adding up.
Carter's first shot off the rim, no good. He gets his own rebound. Takes it baseline. Ah, nice pass. And that bucket's good. Matt Donovan makes it 36-18 with 1:43 left in the first half. Himmelheber looking to advantage, setting the offense. Gives it to Miller. Miller gets it across court to Noak.
Nice save.
Hetherington back to Miller. Miller's going to dribble, drives, give it off to Himmelheber. Himmelheber to Miller. Looks, fakes. Dribbles back out top, gives it off to Himmelheber. Back to Miller up top. Back to Himmelheber on the wing. In the corner to Noak, back to Miller. To Himmelheber, he's going to drive, baseline, shot, no good, rebounded. And it's going to be rebounded by Southeast. Push it up the floor to Carter. He's going to shoot. No good. Rebounded Casey Miller. And he's going to be fouled. Looks like they called that on Ian Carter. That'll be his first foul of the night. 41 seconds left in the first half. Himmelheber gets it to Miller. To Noak. To Miller. To Himmelheber. Back to Miller. He's going to dribble, drives, takes it to the hoop, layup, and good. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. Nice drive by Miller.
Southeast playing a little tighter in those last couple minutes, but Miller finds a way.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a nice drive. The way he used the left hand, protected the ball with the body, shot up. And it's gonna make it 39-18. 25.2 seconds left in the first half. Riffle sits down. They've got some new blood out here.
I see number 23, Logan West.
Oh, and they're going to get done for the foul. Looks like the 5 on the floor and they're just making all kinds of changes for Southeast. Looks like Phillips, Carter, Sprout, Corley, and our new arrival, number 23, Logan West. Miller. To Himmelheber. Himmelheber's going to drive over to Bates, or Miller, excuse me. Shot up, it's good.
At the buzzer.
Well, that pretty much sums up Miller's first half.
19 points.
He finishes with 19 here in the first half, and holy moly, he found the bottom of the net darn near every time he took a shot. So we're going to take a couple seconds to step away, pay a few bills, and then we'll be back with the halftime stats.
Hello everyone, I'm Tegan Evans and this is the Straga Media Network. It looks like there's going to be a little bit of a heat wave for this week with plenty of rain to follow. Temperatures cool, heading into the weekend with a chance of snow. So now, let's take a look at this week's weather. On Monday, it is going to be a high of 47 degrees with only a 4% chance of rain. Winds will be at 8 miles per hour with cloudy skies throughout the day. On Monday night, it is going to be a low of 38 degrees with a 97% chance of rain. Winds will be at 10 miles per hour. Rainfall will be near a quarter of an inch. On Thursday, it is going to be a high of 54 degrees with a 24% chance of rain. Winds are at 12 miles per hour. It's going to be cloudy and there will be rain. On Tuesday night, it is going to be a low of 37 degrees with a 23% chance of rain. Winds will be at 11 miles per hour and there will be an overcast. On Wednesday, it is going to be a high of 41 degrees with a 14% chance of rain. Winds will be at 9 miles per hour and it will be cloudy throughout the day. On Wednesday night, it is going to be a low of 37 degrees with a 100% chance of rain. Winds will be at 12 miles per hour. Rainfall will be around half an inch. On Thursday, it is going to be one of the warmest days of the week, but with an 87% chance of rain. Winds will be at 13 miles per hour. There will be a steady rain in the morning, moving on to showers in the afternoon. On Thursday night, it'll be a low of 34 degrees with a 42% chance of rain. Winds will be at 15 miles per hour. Rain showers will be early, mixing into some snow showers later in the day. On Friday, it is going to be a high of 36 degrees with a 31% chance of snow. Winds will be at 15 miles per hour. There will be scattered snow showers during the morning, then partly to mostly cloudy for the afternoon. Temps are nearly steady in the mid-30s throughout Friday. Moving on to Friday night, it is going to be a low of 29 with a 24% chance of snow. Winds will be 9 miles per hour with cloudy skies. On Saturday, it is a high of 38 degrees with an 11% chance of rain. Winds will be at 9 miles per hour and it'll be mainly cloudy. On Saturday night, it'll be a low of 29 degrees with a 17% chance of rain. Winds 7 miles per hour with an overcast. On Sunday, it's going to be a high of 39 degrees with a 24% chance of rain. Winds will be 7 miles per hour and it'll be mainly cloudy. On Sunday night, it'll move down to a low of 31 degrees with a 41% chance of snow. Winds will be at 9 miles per hour. There will be rain and snow in the evening, transitioning into snow showers later in the night. That's all the time we have for today. If you enjoy hearing local weather, sports, news, and more, please like and subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest that Straga Media Network is currently producing. Again, I'm Tegan Evans, and this is the Straga Media Network. Have a wonderful week.
Colin led the team with individual conference, district, regional, and state titles. Colin is only the second athlete to win an individual state cross-country title in school history. This was the second year in a row Colin has earned an individual qualifying spot to state. Colin earned EBC Runner of the Year and Stark County Runner of the Year and also set a new school record. He is a two-time All-Ohio runner and earned academic All-Ohio and EBC Scholar Athlete honors. Colin Cernansky. Logan Centino. Logan had a breakout season, solidifying himself as a key player on this state title team and around the state. Logan was an individual state qualifier, first team Stark County, and first team All EBC. Logan Centino. Michael Nichols. Michael is one of the top Division II runners in the state and ended his season as one of the top juniors in all divisions. Michael was an individual state qualifier for the second year in a row and earned All-Ohio status, finishing 5th at the state meet. He was first team Stark County and first team All-EBC. Michael Nichols. Senior captains, Cohen Boyce and Nash Miner. Cohen was an individual state qualifier and also earned first team Stark County and first team EBC honors, as well as academic All-Ohio and EBC Scholar Athlete honors. Cohen has had a major impact on Marlington cross country, helping the program's culture to be what it is today. Leading by example, Cohen displays exceptional hard work, consistency, and a teammate who can be counted on. For that, Cohen earned the Duke Award this year. Cohen Boyce. Nash Miner. Nash concluded his stellar high school cross-country career by earning 4th place at the state meet. En route to the state meet, Nash was first team Stark County and first team EBC. Nash is a 3-time individual state qualifier, a 2-time All-Ohio runner, academic All-Ohio, and an EBC Scholar Athlete. Nash also qualified to represent Ohio at the Mid-East Meet of Champions. Nash's team-first mentality and leadership is a true asset to the team. Nash Miner. And Missy Graham. Coach Graham Perkins has been named the EBC Coach of the Year, Stark County Coach of the Year, and State Coach of the Year. And once again, a nice round of applause for our state champion cross-country team.
And we're back for the second half. Dukes lead 42-18 as the Dukes will get the ball and start the second half. Proctor to Bates. Looks back to Proctor. Over to Miller. Miller pulls up for three. Bang! And just like he left off in the first half, guys, he is on fire tonight, guys. 22
halftime
points.
did not calm him down.
No. Dunn looks. He's going to dribble, guarded by Himmelheber. Cross court to Phillips. Phillips into Sprout. Turns. Back out to Dunn for three. Bang! And Dunn answers for Southeast. 45-21. 7-11 in the third quarter. Proctor gets it off to Bates. Bates back to Proctor. Over to Miller. And he's guarded tightly by Phillips now. Over to Himmelheber, back to Miller. Miller looks, gets it off to Himmelheber. Himmelheber's going to drive the bucket, layup, good. 47-21, early third quarter. I'll tell you what, it's amazing how the defense changed on that play as they were so worried about letting pulls up for three, off the rim, no good, rebounded by Hetherington. Back out to Proctor, he's going to push. Gets it back out to Hetherington for three, off the rim, no good. Yeah, it was amazing how Southeast changed their defense because they're so concerned about the three ball by Miller. Sprout to Carter, drives baseline, shot up, and it's good. 47-23. 6:03, third quarter. Himmelheber over to Proctor. He's going to fake, drives, takes it down the lane, shot up, no good. Rebounded by Hetherington. He looks, gets it to Miller. Cross court to Proctor. Proctor gets it to Hetherington. Hetherington looks, over to Bates. Bates is going to fake, backs it back out. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Hetherington. Gets it back out top to Himmelheber to Proctor. Looks like they're running the offense through Proctor again like they did. Shot up by Bates. Bang! 50-23, Marlington. Looks like they did the other night when Himmelheber kind of took fire a little bit when they ran the offense through Proctor and Himmelheber worked off the ball. Phillips is going to drive, and he's cut off and fouled. They're going to call a block. I believe that's going to be on Bates. Yep, and that's what they call.
And for the Pirates is going to be number 50, Brady Corley.
Inbound to Riffle.
Oh.
Very close to being over and back. Drive. And rebounded by Marlington, and we're going to have a jump ball. Nice play by Sprout to jump in there and grab the ball. Hetherington kind of brought it down low, and it put it into Sprout's wheelhouse.
Hetherington has had several rebounds tonight, several defensive plays as well.
Sprout out top the Riffle, and it's going to be knocked away. Nice recovery by Riffle to the hoop. Sprout, layup, good. It's going to make it 50-23 up the floor to Miller, and he's going to have it go off his legs and go out of bounds. Ball's going to go to Southeast as Phillips going to walk it up the backcourt. Gets it across the timeline, looks, fakes. He's going to dribble, drives. Gets it to Corley. Back to Phillips. To Sprout. Guarded tightly by Miller. He's going to drive down the lane. Shot up. And he's going to be fouled. So Sprout will go to the ball free throw line. Shot up. First shot is good. 50-26.
Number 30, Sam Yoder, entering the game for the Dukes.
Second shot. And Proctor will bring it up the floor. 50-27, 4:11, third quarter. As Yoder gets it over to Himmelheber, to Proctor. Oh, nice pass to Bates, and he's going to be fouled. He will shoot two. That was a heck of a pass. Shot up. That's going to give Bates 8. Second shot. And that's going to make it 52-21. We have a timeout on the floor. So we're going to step away for just a moment, and we'll be back after this.
You like spending time with your family, but have you planned for when that is not possible? Guiley & Guiley provide affordable estate planning protecting you and your family. Our experience is your solution. Guiley & Guiley.
We're back. As Phillips is going to bring it up the backcourt. Inside to Phillips, layup good.
Yep.
Kind of rolled up there for a second. I thought it was going in, then it didn't.
Phillips.
Proctor to Himmelheber. Himmelheber's going to drive. Gets it back over to Yoder. To Proctor. Back out to Bates. To Miller. He's going to drive. Takes it to the hoop. Layup good.
It's Casey Miller.
Tell you what, Casey Miller's putting a heck of a ball game together tonight. 24 points, 3:11, third quarter. Dukes lead 54-29.
Casey and the Sunshine Dukes out there.
Right. Sprout looking. Gets it to Riffle. Inside, shot, good. That'll be Riffle's first bucket of the night. As Proctor's going to bring it the other way. Pulls up for two. Shot off the rim, no good. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Southeast, so the ball's going to stay with Marlington. The ball's going to Southeast. Last touch by Marlington.
Number 10, Ty Knock, and number 20, Dylan Hetherington, coming onto the court for the Dukes.
So Dunn's going to bring it up across the timeline. He looks, gets it off to Corley. Corley to Carter. Carter's going to spin, gives it back to Dunn. Dunn's going to fake, drives, gives it off to Sprout, and he's going to have it knocked away, picked up by Proctor, and he's going to be fouled. That foul is going to be on Brady Corley, 6'3" senior. Proctor to Himmelheber. Himmelheber to Yoder. He fakes, gets it to Proctor. Proctor fakes, dribbles, brings it back out. Oh, he missed Noak going down the lane. Hetherington looks back to Proctor. Drive, shot, and he's blocked. Sprout up the floor to Carter. Layup, and it's good. 54-33. 1:43 left in the third quarter. Long pass. Himmelheber back over to Proctor. Back to Himmelheber. He's on the wing. To Yoder. Fakes. Gives it to Proctor. Proctor stops. Picks up his dribble. Knocked away. Hetherington retrieves it. He's going to drive, and he's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on Brady Corley. That's going to be Corley's third foul of the night. Riffle's going to sit down. Into the ball game is Matt Donovan, a 6-foot senior. Himmelheber on the wing. Gives it to Noak. Back to Himmelheber. He's going to dribble, gets it off to Proctor. Proctor fakes, drives, takes it to the hoop. Shot no good. And it's going to be Southeast ball. There was quite a battle there for it. Couldn't quite tell who was going after the ball or who it went off of. Dunn brings it across, takes it down the lane, shot up, no good. Rebounded Yoder. Proctor looks up the court, brings it up the court, across to Yoder. He's going to shoot for three. Shot no good. Marlington's kind of cooled off a little bit from three-point range. Sprout takes it to the hole, layup no good. Rebounds his own shot, layup good. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Dukes lead 54-35. Proctor looking. 11 seconds to Noak. Back to Proctor. He's going to fake. Going to drive. Pulls up for two. Bang! Nice shot, Jaden Proctor. That's how the end of the third quarter is going to finish. 56-35. We'll be back with you in just a few.
The Straggett Media Network, a local broadcasting network, specializing in weather, news, sports, musical guests, weddings, commercials, visual marketing graphics. Let us take your business, school, wedding, or event to the next level. The Straggett Media Network.
Beatty Sports has all of your athletic needs, specializing in corporate, school, and team apparel. In-house custom embroidery and silk screening makes the Beatty Sports tradition of quality and service unbeatable. Go Leopards!
And we're back. Dukes lead 56-35. Miller gets to Bates. Over to Hetherington. Nice pass. Just a little long for Miller. And it's going to be last touch by Southeast. Himmelheber into inbound. Over to Miller. He's going to drive. He's going to pull up. Shot up. No good. Rebounded by Sprout. He's pushing the other way. In the corner to Phillips for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Marlington. Marlington's going to go the other way. Over to Miller for three. Bang! And just like that, there's that man again, Casey Miller.
27 points in the game.
59-35, Dukes lead. Well, if this keeps going this way, folks, you know where my vote is for player of the game. Riffle going to back it down, and it's going to be knocked away by Marlington. I'll tell you what, when he gets going and gets his momentum going, Riffle,
look out.
He's a big dude. Out top, stolen by Himmelheber. He's going to drive, takes it to the hoop. Shot up, no good. Rebounded Phillips, and we've got a track meet now. Phillips takes it to the hole, shot up, no good. Rebounded by Hetherington. And they're going to call a foul on Phillips. $59-35. That's going to be Phillips' first foul.
So I don't know if this is Batman to Robin or Robin to Batman, but between Miller and Hetherington, offensive and defensively.
Miller for three. Rebounded by Carter for Southeast. I'll tell you what, Miller's a heck of a shooter. Cross court to Phillips. He thought about it, fakes, backs it back out. 6:20 left in the fourth quarter.
Ooh.
Wow. And they're going to call that foul, I believe, on Bates.
Yep.
Number 50, Brady Corley, re-entering the game for the Pirates.
I'm not really sure what they called on that. But
Nope, stepped on the line.
So the ball's going to go back to Marlington. Hetherington to Himmelheber. He'll walk it up the backcourt. Over to Miller. Miller's going to dribble. Gives it to Yoder. Back to Miller. Back to Hetherington to Himmelheber. He's going to dribble. Takes it to the hoop. Shot up. It's good. That's going to be Himmelheber's 10th point. He's in double digits. 5:39 left in the fourth quarter. And they're going to get Miller with a blocking foul.
Entering the game for the Dukes is going to be number 3, Jaden Proctor, number 5, Jake Leone, and number 10, Ty Knock.
Into the corner to Sprout. He's double teamed. Looking, gets it off to Phillips. Phillips back to Sprout for three, off the rim. And it's going to be rebounded by Corley, rebounded by Phillips. And he's going to be fouled. So Phillips will shoot two. First shot. Off the rim. Stays 61-35. 5:17. Second one is good. That'll give Phillips 7. And Southeast 36, 61-36. Proctor with the ball. He's going to drive, takes it to the hoop, and he's going to be fouled. So Proctor will go to the line. First shot, off the rim. Second shot is good. That'll make it 62-36. 5:01 left in the ball game. Dukes lead. Corley gonna dribble, kicks it out to Carter. Carter tries to pass it into Phillips, stolen by Proctor. Proctor's gonna dribble, drives, loses it, gets it back, and he's gonna throw it away. So the ball goes back to Southeast. I think Phillips smacked it back into Proctor as he was trying to regain. He was going to step out, so he tried to kick it back out, thinking somebody was back there, but nobody was home. Look at that, John. We're getting so good. You're finishing my sentences. Nice pass inside to Corley. Layup's good, and he's going to be fouled by Yoder. So that's 4:25, 62-38. That will be Yoder's third foul as Corley will go to the line. He's got 4 points in the ball game so far. Shot up, and that'll be good. Proctor to Noak. Inside to Hetherington. He's going to fake. Shot. No good. Rebounded by Sprout. And they're going to get DeLone for a foul. Jake DeLone just checking in, a 5'10 senior. I'm sure we'll start to see some substitutions as we move forward here for Marlington if it keeps going. Phillips is going to fake, drive, takes it to the hoop, layup, and he's fouled, and it's good.
Phillips.
(62-41). Phillips will shoot one as the bucket was good.
Number 23. Oh, excuse me.
Second shot, or the shot, is good. You have to bear with us a little bit. They combined the varsity and the JV rosters, and they've got 2 numbers on each player, and it just depends on which team they're on as to what they're wearing.
I was correct. It was number 23, Logan West, joining the court for the Pirates.
Proctor's going to dribble. I guess they're trying to keep their varsity players secretive to us tonight. De Leon to Hetherington to Proctor. Pulls up for 3. Bang! Just when you think that Southeast might make a little crawl back into it, there goes another 3 by Proctor. That's going to get Proctor 12 in the ball game. Put inside to Sprout, shot up, and it's good. 65-44, Dukes lead. 2:56 left in the ball game. Nope. Over to Proctor, shot up for 3. Rebounded by Noak. Rebounded by Proctor. He's going to dribble, pulls it back, Shot by necessity. Rebounded. Oh, nice rebound by Sam Yoder. He makes the bucket and he's fouled. I guess when it's going your way, guys, it's going your way. It's going to make it 67-44. And we have crazy substitutions coming in for Marlington.
Those substitutions are going to be number 23, Jace Zagare, number 24, Carter Frank, and number 25, Malcolm Sailors.
So Spruta walking up the backcourt, 68-44, 2:25 left in the ball game. As Southeast will throw it away. And I don't have a number 41 on my page here, Paige. Do you?
I do not either.
So we have the unknown man as Marlington is going to work it around. Pulls up for three by De Leon. And the shot's no good. Sprute is going to push the other way, takes it to the hole. He's going to be fouled, and it's, I believe they're going to call the foul on the floor. So no shot. And they did say he was shooting. So Sprute will go to the line. Foul was on De Leon. Shot up. It's good. Second shot. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded Marlington. It's going to be pushed up the floor. Denham pulls up for two. Shot no good. Pushed up to Southeast. Up the floor, takes the shot, and he's going to be fouled. They're going to call the foul on number 24, Brady Denham, a 5'6" freshman. Sprute will go to the line again. Shot good, 68-46, 1:42 left in this ball game. That's going to give Sprute 19 points. Second shot. It's good, 20 points for Sprute. As De Leon will bring it up the backcourt. Looking, spins. We must have had a away from the ball foul on Southeast, so I'm guessing number 32, who just inbounded, is Noah Seaburn, because we don't have a 32 on the Marlington varsity roster. That's going to be a 3-ball for Southeast. 2-ball, excuse me. Off the rim, no good. You guys know who scored that?
That would be number 10, Bryson Jones.
Shot up, number 23. That's going to be Jace Zagre. Shot for Southeast, no good. Rebounded Marlington. They're going to push. You know these guys want to score. Pulls up for three, off the rim, no good. Rebounded Southeast, 44 seconds. Sprute, shot, good. That's going to give him 22. 72-49, 31 seconds left in the ball game. Shot up for three, No good. This is the run and gun version. I love it, though. Layup. It's no good. Nice drive. Number 11, Matt Donovan, 6-foot senior. He'll go to the line. I'll tell you what, John, I always love it when the reserves get in because they have no fear of putting that ball up.
No, they do not. And, of course, the upperclassmen get super excited, especially when they try to launch one from 3.
Yeah. Second shot. It's off the rim, rebounded. And it's going to be picked up by Southeast. Fakes, kicks it out to Sprout for 3. Bang. That's going to give 5 seconds left in the ball game. Sprout with 25 points. And that's how we're going to finish the ball game, 72-52.